Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. I don't even remember the last time I uploaded a video, but fuck it, we're back. Today we have my team of the season, BPL. It's not even a prediction, it's who I think deserves team of the season. You can see the team's empty, I'm going to hide that somewhat. So yeah, we'll go through that and I'll talk about each players. We've got the bench and reserves. I don't even know if they do a bench or reserves. But yeah, we've got obviously Courtois. On the bench, the goalkeeper. Normally 3 goalkeepers, I think. So, got Courtois on the bench. Yeah, he's played well. Chelsea are probably going to win the league as it stands. I'm like 5 points clear or something. I don't even know. I haven't watched any football today. So yeah, Courtois, obviously playing for Chelsea. He's probably going to get team of the season, and he's played pretty well this year. So, deserves that. David Luiz, again, not making it into the starting 11, but he's played pretty good this year. He had a lot of doubters when he came back to Chelsea. But he's definitely proved them wrong with the Conte system with a 3-4-3. So David Luiz is the shout for team of the season, and it will be a sick card as well. Kyle Walker, not the right back, because as much as Kyle Walker's been good, I think the Spurs team is much better than whoever's going to play right back. Which I'm not going to give any spoilers. It's probably going to be pretty obvious, but yeah, Kyle Walker, he could easily make it into the starting 11, but I think he doesn't deserve the starting 11 because Tottenham's defence is sick. So. As is their midfield, so if he doesn't have to do much, and I think he's actually been dropped for Kieran Trippier, so you know he can't be doing that well if he's been dropped for Trippier. Christian Eriksen's been absolutely fantastic all season. I think he's had pretty much a breakout season since signing for Tottenham. He's probably been one of his best, so he definitely deserves team of the season. He's been sick recently, and he's been pretty consistent all year, so I imagine he'll get team of the season. Next up, Kevin De Bruyne, top assists with 13 as I record this video, or as I know off the top of my head anyway. He's definitely up there for assists. He always is. Absolutely phenomenal for Man City this year. They haven't had many good players that have been like really world class, but Kevin De Bruyne certainly deserves one. And imagine a 91 rated inform. His team of the season is going to be like 95 rated. It'll be absolutely sick. Next up, Alexis Sanchez. Arsenal's probably only good player this year. Ozil disappointed everyone. He disappeared in all the big games. They've pretty much been awful this year. Sanchez has been class. Obviously, the defence has been pretty good recently. Anyway, with I think Wenger's gone to a 3 at the back. I'm not sure. Can't say I've watched Arsenal ever, apart from when they played United. Obviously, me being a United fan. Next up, Ibrahimovic. Considering he's 35 years old, and I think he's definitely in the top 10 goal scorers in the Premier League, and he's scored. I think 29 or 30 goals now for United. It's such a shame he's damaged his ACL and he's probably going to be out for the rest of the season. I hope if United gets to the Europa League final, Zlatan makes just a superhero recovery and comes back to win the international trophy in Sweden. That'd be sick. But yeah, you can't argue the stats say Zlatan deserves a place in the team of the season, and it's probably going to be a 99 rated card. That would be sick. That'd be so good. Not that I'll ever be able to use it, but it'd be good. Next up, Tom Heaton. Probably a shout for the actual goalkeeper spot in team of the season. He has stopped Burnley getting relegated, pretty much. If they didn't have him and Michael Keane, who actually hasn't made it into this video, now that I think about it, yeah, they probably would be relegated right now. Heaton's been sick. Of course, came through United Academy. We sell him, and then he has an absolute stormer. Next up, Eric Bailly. This might be a little bit biased. Maybe Michael Keane should be in here, but Bailly has been a rock for United this season. Shout for Player of the Year. Maybe Ibrahimovic will probably win it because he's a striker, but Bailly has been solid. Considering no one knew who he was when he joined United, and everyone was talking about Ibra, Pogba, and Mkhitaryan, the 3 bigger signings. Eric Bailly has impressed more than Pogba, more than Mkhitaryan, and maybe not more than Ibra, because Ibra scored crucial goals, but Bailly has stopped us conceding many goals. He has been fantastic. Left back Danny Rose, obviously not making into the team. He's been pretty good. I think he got injured, but he's been pretty consistent all year, so I can imagine him getting a team this season. And again, playing for Spurs, second in the league as it stands. So, you know, he's done pretty well and very good last year. So, you know, Danny Rose, he's a quality player as well, so I imagine him getting to this season. Next up, Aguero. it's a crime that he still hasn't won a PFA Player of the Year or something like that. He's been bloody world class since he's joined City. But again, Aguero this year, I mean, he hasn't been up there. I was rudely interrupted. I forgot what I was saying. Aguero, he's been sick this year. I don't think he's in. He's definitely up there for goals. He sort of ruined himself when he got that 6-match ban. Yeah, he definitely hasn't been the Aguero we know. But every year he seems to either get suspended or injured, and he still comes in the top 10 goal scorers. I mean, this year he has been outdone by Lukaku being a beast. So you know that's a bit of a shame. But Aguero has been class again. So he's definitely going to get team of the season. And imagine the rating of that team of the season. You just want it. Yes, I've managed to put a Liverpool player in here. This hurts me. Because Mane has been world class. And when Mane went to AFCON, Liverpool died. Liverpool had no chance of winning games. They lost to Wolves. They have been awful. Mane has been Liverpool's player of the year this year. And he definitely deserved the team of the season card. Step up from quality of what he was last year at Southampton. I thought it was great at Southampton last year, and he has been even better this year. The amount of informs he's had alone show he's probably going to get team of the season, and he's been class. So, you know, you can't exactly give me any hate for Mane. I think all of these players probably are a shout. Maybe Bailly is the only one I've been a little bit biased on. But I've watched Bailly a lot more than I've watched Michael Keane. So, maybe Michael Keane, maybe Eric Bailly. But I probably won't get a team of the season, which is pretty criminal because he has been class. But yeah, that's probably the only controversial one. So yeah, we're going to the actual team, and I am probably going to go very slowly here. I've got a whiteboard in my bedroom, and I've wrote all the players down on a whiteboard because otherwise I will forget. Obviously in goal, there's no one going in goal other than Dave. David De Gea, not on the transfer market. Despite the fact he's not an inform or anything this year, David De Gea has been world class again. Like I said it last year, if United didn't have De Gea, there is no way we'd still be in the Premier League. He has been absolute class. I understand completely why Real Madrid would want him. He is probably the best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion. Maybe Neuer, I'm not sure. I don't rate Neuer as highly because of the league he plays in. He walks the league, and I mean he's been knocked out of the Champions League, so I don't know. It's difficult. De Gea and Neuer definitely two of the best. They're the two best goalkeepers in the world. It's an argument either way. So yeah, De Gea goes in goal for the BPL team this season. Neuer's not in the BPL, so De Gea gets the best goalkeeper. I think he has probably been better than Courtois. I believe he is joint top assists with Hugo Lloris, who hasn't actually made this team, which now that I think about it, is probably going to get me murdered. But yeah, De Gea again has been class. Left back, we have got Marcos Alonso. When I can find the things. Marcos Alonso. I mean, he hasn't actually played left back for Chelsea. He's played left wing back, like his card says there. But, Jesus Christ, his card's sick. I didn't even know he had, like, all 80. But yeah, never mind. Alonso this year has been incredible for Chelsea. Been one of their key players. Him and Victor Moses have been, like, the reason they're doing so well. They're defensive and attacking. Obviously, clearly got high work rates. Getting forward, getting back. He has been class. I mean, he's not exactly scored goals and got assists, but considering a few years ago he was playing for Bolton and wasn't doing very well at Fiorentina, Conte has transformed him. He has been wonderful, and yeah, I don't think he gets the praise he deserves. Next up, there's no way we don't put Toby Alderweireld in this squad. An unsung hero of Tottenham. Everywhere he goes, he's just class at the back. Exactly on that side. Not that it matters, but yeah. Yeah, Toby Alderweireld has been class again this year. So many teams like Chelsea, City, United, Liverpool, Arsenal have made a big mistake not trying to sign him. I feel bad for Southampton because they'd probably be challenging for Champions League if they had Toby Alderweireld. He has been absolutely quality defensively. I think Tottenham have the most clean sheets this year. So you've got to give it to Toby. He has been class. Next up is a Frenchman, obviously from the BPL, in the name of Koscielny. I couldn't bother to type it in. Koscielny, Arsenal player. Their defence has been pretty good, and I think Koscielny's probably the only good Arsenal player, other than maybe Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, this year he's been good again. Probably does deserve team of the season. Yeah, he's just Koscielny, isn't he? Fast defensive beast. You know, he's a good player. Now, this is rather controversial. Yeah, as you see me get down to Ecuador, it's pretty obvious what I'm putting in here. But Antonio Valencia. He has the second most clean sheets. Plays for the team with second most clean sheets in United. I believe we are second. I'm probably wrong on that. But we've also... United have lost 3 games this year. I think that is the fewest games other than Spurs. We've lost like the least amount of games other than Spurs. And Valencia has been a massive part of that. Definitely a shout for United's Player of the Year. He has been absolutely world class. And considering he's not a right back, and he's been a right winger his entire career, he has been incredible. And that's why I give it to him over Walker. Walker has been a right back his entire career, whereas Valencia's converted into a right back. And he still bombs forward, smashing in crosses. And without Antonio Valencia, United would struggle, not only defensively, but also offensively. He has been absolutely class again. Like, he showed signs of what he could do at right back when he played under Van Gaal, but he's been class this year. A few years ago, Valencia probably was one of the players we'd sell along with Marouane Fellaini, who actually is going to make it into this video later because Fellaini is the best player in the world. But yeah, Tony Valencia has been class. There's no denying it. Like, it's Valencia. He has been class again. Every game he's consistent. Probably one of the most consistent players in the Premier League right now. So we've got to give it to Valencia. Now, as we move into CDM, I think you all know who's coming here. It's obviously Marouane Fellaini, because he has been the best player. No, I'm joking. It's Kante. Yeah, it's Kante. Do I need to say anything? I can move on, can't I? It's Kante. It's Kante. I'm just going to... It's Kante. Kante's going in at CDM. Team of the season, definitely. Next up, cheeky look at the whiteboard. He's a cam. It's Dele Alli, if you couldn't work it out. He's been world class this year. He fully deserves Young Player of the Year. It's an absolute crime that he didn't get nominated for Player of the Year. I think Kante would have won it anyway. But how he didn't get nominated for Player of the Year, I do not know. Dele Alli has been incredible. He's not only scored goals and got assists, but he's a midfielder. And I think out of the top 5 leagues, the under-21 players, Dele Alli has scored the 3rd or 4th most goals, and he has the top assists. And this is out of players like Mbappe, Timo Werner, Kasper Dolberg, who is incredible. Yeah, Dele Alli fully deserves a place in this team. And now, probably another pretty biased pick because he's a United player and Ander Herrera. But if you look statistically, in terms of interceptions, chances created, blocks, tackles, forward passes, passes in opponent's half, Herrera trumps Kante in every single stat. Along with Idrissa Gueye, who I think has had a good year again this year, Kante doesn't touch Ander Herrera at all. I think Herrera is massively underrated. I think Kante probably is a better player than Herrera at what he does, but Herrera definitely deserves Team of the Year. Yeah, he deserves Team. No, he definitely deserves a Team of the Season. He fully deserves Team of the Season. He has been absolutely incredible this year, not only for United, but also in the league. I think he's United's top assists, top of the assist chart at United, which is pretty obvious considering how good he's been. Without Herrera, Pogba doesn't play well, and without Pogba, United don't play well. So, you know, Herrera is just a clock in the heart of Manchester United's team. He is incredible. I love Ander Herrera. He definitely deserves a team of the season place. At right wing, we've got a left winger in Eden Hazard. No, it's not Nolito. It's Hazard. Yeah, it's Hazard. Again, I mean, he's technically out of position, and he's definitely going to get a left wing card. But to get the 2 players I wanted to put in here, I've got to put my right wing. Eden Hazard, he showed what a player he is. Last year was definitely a blip in his career. But this year, Eden Hazard has showed that Eden Hazard, all Chelsea fans knew was there. And to be honest, he's been world class. I think in terms of best players in the world, you've got the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, and then you've got Bale, Neymar and Hazard. Hazard is definitely on that level. He has been class, and I think next year, if he continues it, he definitely deserves the status of Bale, Neymar level of player. Not quite at the Messi, Ronaldo standard, but they're just completely different players compared to Hazard. Messi just destroys Hazard. That's just a fact. But again, Hazard has been class this year. There's no denying his chance at Team of the Season. At striker, if we don't put Harry Kane in, I think I would get abused. I think he is second top goal scorer. He has been absolutely amazing for Spurs. That's just a fact. He has been one of the best strikers in the league. I think what would make him the best striker in the league was if he had more goals and more assists. I know he got that injury which sort of put him out and sort of gave Lukaku the chance to take over the lead. But Kane has been class this year. And speaking of Lukaku, I mean, he's not a left winger, but he's going into the team. If we can find him anyway. There he is. Lukaku is a top goal scorer in the Premier League, playing in Everton side, which is absolutely awful. And yet he's top goal scorer. He's playing with Ross Barkley, who has been pretty good, but he's not the 2012 Ross Barkley that was going to win the Ballon d'Or. And Kevin Morales, who is just awful compared to some of the players in this team. So yeah, Lukaku definitely deserves team of the season. There's many players I could have put in at left wing, like Hazard. I'm going to put that now just because I am. But yeah, Lukaku fully deserves team this season. And to get all the players I wanted, I had to sort of put them off chemistry, but I don't think anyone cares. There's people that could have gone in there. Heung-min Son's probably a shout. Alexis Sanchez probably could have gone in there. De Bruyne, Eriksen. But I put all these players on the bench. So, you know, Lukaku definitely deserves it. He has been class. Top goal scorer playing for a shit team. That just sums it up, doesn't it, really? So, yeah, that has been my team of the season prediction. Or my team of the season. If I was in charge of giving out team of the season, this is who I'd go to. I want to know who you think I got wrong and who shouldn't be in this team. You're probably going to say Eric Bailly. But yeah, who I shouldn't have gone in the team and who should have gone in there instead. Or let me know if I was completely right and that I picked all of them right. And Marouane Fellaini should probably be in here actually now I think about it. That's who I got wrong. Every player should be Marouane Fellaini. Shouldn't they? Yeah, they should. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, so I hope you have enjoyed this team of this season video. If you have enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm back on the FIFA jump. There's going to be a new video. I don't even know when this video is going out now. I'm recording it, but there'll be another video later on in the week, probably. I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, look out for that. And to make sure you don't miss it, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button. Little bell next to the subscribe button. Hit that so you get notified every time I upload a video. And then you can be first on my videos, which you obviously want to be. You want to be first on my videos because they are the best videos on YouTube.